Welcome back to Evolution in a Nutshell, the show where we talk about the events on the Minecraft Evolution SMP server. My name is Mysterious Goofball. Sadly, Toon Noah won't be joining us today because he is dead. Wait, oops, I read that wrong. He won't be joining us today because his voice is dead, tired due to him being sick all week. So, to replace him today, we are joined by F22 Hunter, very close friend of both me and Noah, who has also wanted to help us with our videos for quite a long time now.
Thank you, GB, for having me today. I'll try not to blow this channel up or anything, even though I love explosions.
What are you talking about, Hunter? We want the channel to blow up. Speaking of blowing up, thank you all for getting us to 2,000 subscribers. It's mind-blowing how fast this channel has grown in 5 weeks. We were going to commemorate this event by announcing the opening of our Patreon, but
we thought about it, and we decided to cancel the Patreon. But don't worry, we are still going to continue the series anyways. And with all that out of the way, let's begin.
Now remember, in today's video, we're going to be recapping 2 weeks worth of content.
So, just pray for our editor, okay?
As most of you know, Halloween happened not too long ago, and the members of the Evolution server became very festive that week.
In fact, Rian decided to celebrate that week by making a jack-o'-lantern.
Well, more like a TNT disguised as a jack-o'-lantern. Hidden inside the pumpkin was a TNT set to explode under the feet of any poor sap who decided to enter through the doors of the almighty Great Pumpkin.
And that poor sap ended up being Big B Sap. Sorry, I meant to say Big B Stats, who died in the explosion and after respawning was awestruck by the sheer savageness that went into the building of said pumpkin death trap.
Who did that? Honestly, who did that just then? That was proper savage just then, honestly.
And boy, it sure was pretty savage. That explosion caught me off guard.
A few days later, the server set up a series of Halloween minigames. In an epic game of Halloween survival games, everyone had to pay an entry fee of 1 diamond, and at the end, it came down to a 1v1 of Netty Plays versus Minimuka, with Minnie coming out as the victor and claiming everyone's diamonds.
They also played a game called Trick or Treat, where each player had to choose a door. Some doors would be rigged to drop the player entering it to their death, while the other door would move them forward into the next round. The last player standing would be the winner of the game and claim everyone's entry diamonds.
The game ended with a standoff between Tomahawk and Grian, with Tomahawk coming out victorious. He even decided to share some of the diamonds with the other players. How thoughtful. Now with all of that Halloween nonsense out of the way, let's talk about the main reason we all watch Minecraft Evolution.
Mafia drama.
Both Salem and Nettie found signs in their houses that were left behind by Minimuka and System Z, challenging them to prove their worth to the Mafia by roughing up other members of the server.
Salem was challenged to leave the Mafia's mark in Grian's base, while Nettie was ordered to reclaim the diamonds that were presumably stolen by the property police.
While Salem was happy to go along with the plan, Nettie refused to follow through and claimed that she was neither on the Mafia side or the property police's side, and said that she has decided to just stay on the fence about the whole thing. Well, good for her. Sometimes it can just be too hard to take sides.
So, does this mean I don't have to vote for the next president?
Well, we'll talk about this later. As you may remember from the previous recap, Grian, Nettie, and Salem accidentally blew up the property police station in a TNT prank gone wrong.
I'll be completely honest, I like a good explosion every once in a while, but this was just too much.
Well, don't worry. Grian, after feeling sorry for the whole incident, decided to make up for it and rebuilt the property police a brand new station.
Come out here. Let's look back on the actual property.
Let's have a look at this. Whoa! Whoa! What's this?
What is that?
Hold on a second.
Wait.
And in return, Green asks the police to consider him as a neutral citizen from now on. But the property police thought this was too much to ask for. Instead, they decided to remove all of Grian's previous crimes off their slates.
He's asking for full immunity.
That's a lot.
So, like, that is a lot. Like, he wants to never be touched again.
For now, let's say that we're neutral. He's not in our good books, but he's also not in our bad books. We'll leave him be. He's been a good citizen, and everything's fine.
Meanwhile, Minnie decides that Grian's been lonely on the server for long enough and decides to leave him some ducks to babysit. But Grian wasn't very fond of the idea.
Take care of Jeff, Paul, and Sophie. Minnie, why do people keep building things in my base? Why do people keep building things?
At least someone on the server isn't pulling pranks on others and actually giving gifts. System Z has been giving cake to Nettie and Salem. No, not a bribe or anything. Just a gift.
Tomahawk and Bigby decided to start a hunt for the elusive cocoa beans, which are known to spawn in dungeon chests. So far, they've been lucky enough to find one dungeon, but with no cocoa to be found. After their hunt, they decided to see how everyone else has been doing. They found Salem's house and the signs challenging her to mess up Green space. In response to this, they placed a sign down reading "We are Green" as a prank and set some redstone around the sign, almost as if they were secretly planting TNT in her base.
What if they did? Would it be awesome if they placed TNT in her base off camera? And when she enters her base, she would activate the TNT, causing her house and her own inventory to be blown sky high into the great heavens above?
No, Hunter, that wouldn't be awesome. That'd just be rude.
Aww. You never let me have any fun.
Hunter, you have problems. Anyways, later in their video, Tom and Bigby, after exploring the new Property Police HQ, came to the realization that so many things were happening on the server that needed to be investigated.
I think we need to work on what's going on. Me and you have no idea what's happening between the Mafia and the PP.
We can become detectives though.
Oh, I want to. Yeah.
Private investigators and
Private
detectives.
investigators. Cookie Incorporated.
Oh, I love it.
Wait, so they're basically going to be recapping the events that have been going on the server.
That's our job! Don't go stealing our thunder, you dirty little cookie crumbs.
Jeez, chill. This is only your first episode. And possibly your last.
What was that?
Nothing.
That didn't sound like nothing.
Hey, would you look at that? Minnie and Z are building a subway system.
Why would I be interested in that?
Right. Look! TNT!
Where? Wait, dang it. Oh, yeah. We're still recapping, aren't we? Green has definitely been a busy bee as well. He's been working non-stop on his Atlantis-like build, and it's quite impressive when you watch his time-lapse Q&A. Look at the professional mining, the never-ending focus he puts into his work, the experienced... Never mind.
Yes, what you saw is what you thought it was. Green fell into lava and not only lost all of his diamond gear, but the tens of stacks of snow blocks he had used for the scaffolding on his build, and without those, he ended the episode off early and delayed his progress even further on the build.
But you know what the real best build on the server is? The new and improved Dirt Cheap Shop. Congratulations, Minnie. You win the award for best build on the server. Take that, Green. Who even cares about your silly Atlantis build? Everyone make sure to attend the grand opening of Dirt Cheap, coming very soon.
Thanks for watching this episode of EVO in a nutshell. We really are glad that you decided to watch the whole video.
If you want to show your support for the channel, click the like and subscribe buttons, and make sure to turn on notifications by clicking the little bell icon. We would really appreciate it, and it'll help you know about every video we release every week.
Oh yeah, we almost forgot to mention this. Last week we announced that we would be doing a video every 2 weeks instead of 1 week, but after making that announcement we decided it wasn't really a good idea. It puts a large amount of stress on our editor to get 2 weeks worth of content into one video, so we'll be going back to the weekly schedule instead. Also, go check out our YouTube channels, especially Hunter's. He was a really big help for this video, seeing how sometimes when Toon Noah writes a script, he seems to doubt himself sometimes if he forgot to mention something in the script or not, but Hunter was a better memory of these sort of things and can help cure Noah's anxiety. By the way, that was written in my script, so that was basically just a message from Noah himself.
Also, let's all hope and pray Noah isn't sick next week. We need him back on the show, but with that said, guys...
I'm Mysterious Goofball.
And I'm F22 Hunter. And we'll see you on the next episode of Evolution in a Nutshell. Goodbye.
Spanish chair.